Hey sisters, welcome back to my channel. You know I'm always coming to you with those relatable topics, so by the looks of the title, you already know what we're gonna be talking about. In the meantime, in between time, get your favorite snack, okay? Get a little notebook, okay? So you can learn some pointers, alright? Hit that subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get right into the video. Okay, sis, are you ready? Because I'm excited about this one, okay? Because nobody took the time to teach me these things or to tell me some little tricks and tips, okay? So you'll know once I figured it out, I had to come share with my sisters, okay? So, number one. Don't ask directly, sis. Like, that's a big no. Don't ever be direct about asking a guy for money, okay? Always try to be, creative about it. For instance, don't say, can I get some money to pay my light bill? Or don't say, can I get some money to pay my phone bill? Like, no, don't be direct, because oftentimes you set yourself up for failure like that. Because if you tell the individual or the guy per se what it's for, then he can pick and choose whether he wants to help with that specific issue or not. So I would say don't be direct about it. Be very creative. Just be like, babe, I just paid all my bills and then I forgot to do something. Just like that. I forgot to do something. If he asks you what you forgot to do, just be like, pertaining to the household, I forgot to go to the store and grab some stuff for the house, or I forgot to pay something. Just say something. Like, sis, don't be direct. I'm telling you, don't do it. Okay, you're hanging yourself. Don't be direct. Like, don't say, oh my God, I need to pay my rent and can I have this, that, and the third to pay this or do that. Like, don't do it, okay? Because then you give them the opportunity to pick and choose what they want to contribute to, and they could just leave you hanging because you just told them too much. Less is more. When dealing with a guy pertaining to money, less is more, okay? They overthink things and they get to decide what is important to them for them to contribute to. Like, oftentimes a man will say, well, that ain't my problem, or how did you do X, Y, and Z before you met me? So that's why I said, like, don't be too direct about it. Don't tell them what it's for. Just try to come up with a creative way to say, you got something to do and you totally forgot and it just came up, or whatever. Let him decide how much he wants to give you, okay? Next, guys, listen, I need you to pay attention and bear with me, okay? If you are going to ask a man for money, and I don't mean some simple cash to get you by, I'm talking about racks, okay? I'm talking about popping them rubber bands in this video, okay? If you want to get him to spend a lot of money on you, then you got to be able to tell him in a manner where he feels like it benefits him at the end of the day. That's the only way you'll get a man to spend a lot of money on you, okay? Is if he feels like it's gonna benefit him. For instance, say you're at a point where you want to buy a house or a car. just don't be like, oh babe, I seen this really good car that I want for my birthday. Da da da. No, don't do that, sis. Don't do that. Okay. Just wait till a convenient moment. Wait till you guys are watching TV and a commercial comes up about a car or something. And listen, you gotta be real smooth with it, all right? And if it's a house, same thing. Wait till a commercial come up or something on TV or something pertaining to that topic comes up when you guys are conversating, and then you could just smooth it on in and be like, you know what, babe? I'm at a point in my life where I think I'm gonna make the next step. I think I'm gonna step my game up a little bit and invest into a house or a car. And I really think that now is the perfect time for me to do that. And I got something saved up towards it, but I just think that you should consider going half with me, because at the end of the day, it'll benefit you. Like, if you ever need to come into town, need somewhere to stay, you could stay at my place, no problem. If you ever need to come into town and you need to get around, you could use my car. Like, just tell them stuff where it will benefit them, because then they won't second guess it and they'll be more willing to actually invest in you, like really invest in you, because they're gonna feel like they have control. And at the end of the day, that's what every man wants. They want control over you, honey. Ain't no way around it. That's how they get down, okay? So you give them that mindset that they aren't always in control with everything you got going on, everything that you do. You let him feel that important to know that he can have a say with major decisions that you're making financially. And he'll be more into it, because not only is he investing in you, he's investing in himself. So at that point, you can't lose. And let me tell you something. He may not give you a direct answer right then and there, but trust me, he's definitely considering it once you tell him that it's going to benefit him in some shape or form. Okay, next. Find a man that has a big ego, girl, / pride. Because I'm going to tell you why. Men that have big ego often have big pockets, okay? And not only that, they will want to prove to themselves that they could take care of you any means necessary. Like, men that have a lot of pride and ego, it's like a competition to them. Like, they just want to know that you'll never stray, because they take care of you in every way, okay? They want to know that they definitely can provide for you, because that's a man's job anyway, is to provide for who he loves, provide for his family, okay? And you have to give him that platform to feel comfortable enough to even want to step up in that manner for you. So don't you ever be afraid to make him aware of any financial obstacle that you may have. Like I said, don't be direct, but you can be smooth with it in any conversation, or say he's around you and something happens, like, don't try to hide it. Or if he overhears you arguing with the bank or something, like, those little things, like, do it, make it happen naturally in front of him, because then he'll definitely want to come out the bank for you, honey. Because men with pride and ego, they want to know that they could step in and be your hero. They want to sweep you off your feet, because they want to know that you ain't going nowhere and you ain't going to be going to no other guy for nothing. And not only that, you're allowing them to feel like a man. You're allowing them to fulfill their responsibility as a man, and that's to take care of you, okay, sis? So, like I said, find you a man with a big pride and ego, because trust me, they're gonna want to break them rubber bands for you, honey. They're gonna want to break the bank for you, honey, because they will hate to know that you're asking for something or you need something and they can't provide it. That will kill a man's ego, okay? That will have him feeling so insecure. So insecure, especially if you the type of girl to tell your mama and your sisters and your cousins everything. He don't want to feel embarrassed, so he's gonna want to make sure that he could step up to the plate in some type of way for you, and not necessarily like taking care of your hair and your nails or buying you clothes, but in a manner in which that will keep you striving, in a manner that will keep you up to par in life, a manner that, you know, he can consider himself your rock at some given point while he's in your life. Okay, next thing, plan spontaneous dates where you can definitely capture his mind. Now, there's a few things that goes along with this, okay? When I say capture his mind, just bear in mind that, oh, that rhymes, yeah. Just bear in mind that this is very, 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 very important, okay? A man's mind is better to have than his heart. Now, let me break it down to you. When you have a man's mind, you got him wrapped around your finger. Okay, girl? When you put more energy into having his heart, men are not emotional. And even if you do find an emotional man, it's not on the terms of where he'll definitely lose the grasp of prosperity because he's in love. If anything, when men find themselves at a point that they are in love, it makes them even more focused because they just don't want to disappoint. Okay, so consider yourself focusing on how to keep his mind going at all times, girl. And when you plan this spontaneous dates, these spontaneous dates, you want to put out all your tricks, okay? All your tricks. You need him to keep the fire burning, okay? You need him to always be focused on you at all times. You need to intrigue him at all times. You need to have this man wrapped around your finger so tight, girl, that a minute can't go by where he's not thinking about you. And these dates are the way that you're gonna do that, because once you have a man's mind, you have all of him. Okay, you have all of him. There is no way, okay, that you could have a man's mind and fail at this. There's no way. I promise you. There's no way. Because, like I said, his mind is his power tool. A man thinks about everything. He considers everything. His mind is constantly going. And you want to make sure you're a part of that thought process on a day-to-day basis, okay? He's going to be, the more he's into you, is the more he's gonna want to please you, is the more he's gonna want to make you happy. And that's the only way you're gonna get this man to spend a lot of money on you without even second guessing it, without even like double thinking, like, you know, maybe she just used me, maybe she just, no, okay? So that's why you want to plan some nice spontaneous dates. Bring out all your tricks, girl. All your tricks, girl, okay? Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. Don't nobody know what's going on between you and him but you and him, okay? And you're going to make sure that you keep this man into you, like into you at all times, because he's going to want to spoil you. He's going to want to spoil you, okay? He might even start buying you diamonds, okay? Yes. You want to keep his focus on you. You want him to want you all the time, okay? That's the goal. That's the reason why you're going to try to capture this man's mind. Every conversation you have, be pleasant, be loving. You know, I'm not saying act like a cold-hearted gold digger. I'm just saying, like, be smooth with it. Because these men are not stupid. They're going to know who's really into them and who's not, who just wants to use them. So you got to play it cool. I'm not saying to just only have conversation regarding financial gain out of these men, but in the meantime, between time, while you are getting to know them, you know, you can insert yourself here and there with these tips that I'm giving you to get him to splurge on you, honey. All right? So, now, never, ever ask a man for a specific amount of money. As I said in the first tip, okay, he's gonna consider everything that you're saying, and he's gonna rule out what he wants to spend on. You know, it's just like a female. We work hard for our money, okay, and we don't want it to go to waste, so we pick and choose what it's gonna go to. And a man is the same thing. So don't ever ask for a specific amount, because they might ignore you. They might not even acknowledge you. Okay? And second, they're gonna ask you, what is it for? Because it's a specific amount, so you must know what it's for, right? And you're gonna hang yourself in that manner, because then he's always gonna keep in mind that you always ask for a certain amount around a certain time, and then he's gonna start acting up on you at that certain time, if you catch my drift. Like, for instance, say you ask him for $900 at the end of the month, every month since you know him. He's gonna turn that into a routine and start dipping on you, girl. You don't want that. So never ask for a specific amount, because you don't want him to clock you. You don't want him to, like, start paying attention to your every move and trying to figure out where is this money going and why do you need a specific amount at a certain time of the month or a week or whatever, okay? Never be direct when it pertains to money with any man, sis. Let him, if anything, let him give you what he thinks is decent. If he overhears you complaining about an issue and he knows that it's going to take a certain amount to get that done, trust me, these men know how much money it takes to do anything. They are natural providers. They are natural hunters. You don't have to sit there and tell them a dollar amount. They know off the rip. If you go to a man right now and say, I want to re-roof my house, he already has an idea in his head how much that's going to cost. God, I'm stuttering. Off top, okay? Just like if you say, oh, I want to remodel my house, or I want to, just anything. He's going to know how much it costs. But like I said, try not to be direct with him when you're around him. Like, if you guys are at a mall and you see something you like, just be like, oh, babe, that would look cute on me. Or, I could see myself wearing that. Stuff like that. Don't be direct and be like, babe, can you get me this? No, don't do it, honey. I don't do it. Just, be creative. Be smooth with it. All right? Now, this is the best one I got right here. And this is what I swear by and live by right here. You want to be this man's peace at all times, sis. At all times, girl. You heard what I said? You want to be his peace at all times. Don't be the nagging chick in his life. Don't act like a spoiled brat in his life, okay? Don't be the one complaining all the time. Because let me tell you this. These men have enough pressure as it is just being a man in this world. And they wake up to pressure. They wake up to stress. They wake up to problems waiting for them as soon as they open their eyes, okay? As soon as they open their eyes, they're awakened to a whole bunch of crap, okay? And they have to go through their days with enough burden, okay? Enough burden. And you don't want this man to remember you as another burden, as another problem in his life, because he's definitely not going to want to splurge on you, okay? If anything, he's probably going to think of a way to get rid of you. Be this man's peace at all times. Encourage him whenever you can, okay? Let him vent to you whenever you can. You know, try to please him whenever you can. Give him massages, cater to him, buy him gifts. Like, even if this is somebody that you don't see yourself with committing to or in a long-term situation, fine. Because guess what? At the end of the day, what you put in life, that's what you're gonna get out of it. So if you want this man to break bank for you, you want this man to be popping rubber bands for you, girl, you better put in every single last energy, effort you got in you, okay? Be a positive outlook in this man's eyes, because that is the only thing that's gonna keep him spending on you. And I mean, not chump change, a lot. Okay, a lot of money. That's the only way. Don't be another stress to this man, okay? Be his peace. And oftentimes I find that men fall in love for that, when you're their peace, because they just got too much stress already. They probably got a nagging baby mama already. They probably got, you know, kids, a job that they hate, like they got a whole situation before you. They got baggage, girl. And you don't want to be another baggage that's added to the rest of the baggage, if you catch my drift. Like, you want to be refreshing to this man. Always make sure that you're on point. Like, I'm not saying you have to dress like a doll all the time, every day, and full face of makeup and looking, you know, like a snack or whatever all the time. But just make sure you keep up to date with yourself so that he can stay intrigued with you at all times, okay? And just try to be genuine as much as possible. You know, nobody wants to feel used. Nobody, not even us, sis. So try to, like, show some type of vulnerability at some point in time to just let him know that you do care, and it's not all about him stepping up to the plate. But sis, if you follow these 5 steps, I promise you, this man will be popping rubber bands for you, girl. Okay? So, let's just do a recap. Number 1, don't be direct with it. Okay, sis? Don't be direct with it. Number 2, tell him that it will benefit him in some type of way. Number 3, find you a man that got some ego to him, got some pride to him, girl, because he'll never want to disappoint you. He gonna go all out for you because he want to feel like he the man. He want to know that he definitely can please you in every way, okay? Number 4, plan spontaneous dates, okay? Keep his mind going, keep him intrigued with you, you know, pop out all your tricks, if you know what I'm saying, okay? You know, do what you do, all right? Number 4, never ask him for a specific amount of money, girl. Don't do it. It's a setup. It's a setup, because he's gonna clock you, girl, and he's gonna dip out, all right? He gonna be like, oh, certain time of the month she always asking for this amount, all right, I got something for her. You know what I'm saying? Just be real smooth with it, all right? Real smooth with it. And last but not least, number 5, be this man's peace, girl. If it's the last thing you do, be this man's peace. Don't be another issue to him, okay? Because he going to run for the hills. He not going to want to invest in you. And he's just going to be like, no, this is a mistake. 911, I got to go. Yes. Okay, sis. So, if you follow those steps, I promise you, comment down below and come back and tell me if they work. Because I know it worked. All right? I know it worked. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember to check out my ebook on Amazon, and it's free on Kindle. It's called A Walk from Violence. The link is in the description down below. And subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace. Sis, one more thing, okay? I forgot to tell you guys, because you know I gotta break you in on all the tea, alright? Don't ever take no check from these men, okay? No bank check, money order, none of that, girl. Because let me tell you something. If he's really breaking bread, okay, for you and on you, if he is really splurging on you, you don't want a paper trail. Because let me tell you, sis, these men, okay, they always got some trick up them sleeves, okay? They will come at you randomly, especially if you guys break up. He will try to do the most, okay? So listen when I tell you, make sure you have no paper trail. Don't take no checks from this man. Cash only, okay? And another thing, let me tell you, all right? If this man is spending a lot on you, like on a month-to-month basis, you don't want your bank to start investigating you either. So you can't be depositing these things on an often basis. Like, just try to put cash away somewhere safe in your house or something and gradually put it in your account. I'm not saying you gotta, stack it in your house. I'm just saying, like, be smooth with it, sis. Be real smooth, because you don't want no investigation going on, and you don't want this man to try and pull a fast one on you later down the line. Okay, sis? So, I got you covered. If you got your man splurging on you, make sure that it's only cash. Okay, sis? I will never lead you astray, honey. I'm telling you what to do. All right? I got your back. I got you covered.